Mount Kenya region. It took very serious action from the then Interior CS, John Mishuki, to end the menace. There was a lot of pain even for parents when it went towards the kind of action that the government opted to take to end the Mungiki. Now we're seeing some leaders entertaining the thought that there could be some necessity for this gang in this day and age. Bwana Poghisio, you are a senior politician back then. Kindly paint a picture for those who may not understand just how bad the issue may be with this gang.
Fred, first of all, I must say that there are certain things that are completely indefensible. Whether you are on the government side or you try to be defending the government, there are certain areas where you cannot defend. And you can see it's very difficult, for example, to defend something like defacing State House. It's difficult, even more difficult to defend the Mungiki thing, whatever you call it. And I don't understand why anybody would even struggle to defend that, to make it look right. When you actually know the characters involved, you know exactly the extent of damage. The people who don't know about it would have to realize that you have to, reading a bit of history would help. Because it wasn't just Mount Kenya that was affected by those people. I mean, almost all Matatu stages and all these other places, they were everywhere, and they controlled certain areas completely. The sad thing about it, in my view, and I think this is when we speak about the rule of law, is the rule of law for everybody. There's no rule of law for government and then a rule of law for the opposition. It is for everyone. What is wrong should be wrong in the eyes of government, should be wrong in the eyes of the opposition, if there's anything like that. That's why we're saying the other day that if somebody says that kidnapping people is wrong, it should be seen to be wrong by everybody. It cannot be right just because you're in government or you want to defend government. And that's why I think the Kenyans must realize that the public owns everything. Kenyans are the ones who own everything, including the presidency, including the offices where we are in. And all the resources are owned by Kenyans. And the people who employ us are Kenyans. And so we must respect them. You cannot, a policeman cannot therefore be used to go and pick up a taxpayer and treat them badly or whatever it is. They must understand that that person is the one that actually pays their salary. Until in this country, until we reach a place where wrong is bad, sin is sin, when we see the things the same way, we cannot understand each other. I mean, look, when this group went and interrupted a church service, absolutely protected by some authority. Imagine. I mean, were you targeting the pastor? Were you targeting the money collected that day? What was it that was being targeted there? And then you say that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not anything wrong. You don't see it. The people, we had a minister here called John Mishuki, who took out this group. And he seriously did that because he knew the damage that they had done to. But before even, I just must end this way, that even these young people who are being used in this way, by now must also begin to see this as being bad. This is a wrong thing to do. Evil must be seen by everybody, including these people who are participating in this. I think I cannot defend this. Even if I were on government side, I would find it difficult to defend this one. It's absolutely wrong to try and bring an outlawed organization and streamline it and make it look like it's actually it can do work for you. It's like saying we have all these criminals who have been imprisoned or, and so one day when we need them, we can go back to the jails and retrieve them, use them for a purpose. It is amazing how we look at things. We should look at evil and bad things affecting Kenyans as bad. Black is black. Why should at any point black become white? So anyway, I do keep saying this because what Philip Kisha said earlier, that running a country as though it was somehow private and personal, it's a clique that runs it. Makes you think everything that is there you can do that with impunity, because of a clique that advises you. And they will say, these guys, we have to stop them. Please, respect is the most important thing. Magnanimity on the part of the president, I say, be magnanimous, and sometimes you don't have to respond in the way your advisors are telling you to respond. I do hope that everybody sees that.
Yes, and the difference now is that this group is not emerging